Hi everyone, it's Jody Schwan. Happy Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. I think it's a good day for a little bit of happy hour. I don't know about you. It's been hard for me to get very much productivity going today. My energy is hitting a little bit of a wall. I'm going to blame the fact that there's no sun outside. So instead, let's do something a little bit fun. And it's been probably a few weeks now since we've checked in with my friend Tom Slattery over at JJ's Wine, Spirits, and Cigars. So we thought it'd be fun to just catch up, talk a little bit about what's new at JJ's. They've done a lot of really fun and innovative things, and they're making plans for more, I know. And Tom was game for it, so I'm going to bring him in. Hi, Tom. I feel like we're back to where we were. I don't know how many weeks ago this was, but we're in about the same place. You in your home office and me in my office, and here we are. So why don't you give me a little sense of how things are going at JJ's and what the last month or so has been like for you?
You know, it's been good. You know, we're busy. Like I think I stated that same fact a month ago. Is that we feel like we're running at a completely different pace. A lot more frequently, and reason is because there are so many people that are doing what we think that they need to do, which is stay home. And in order to ensure their safety and the safety of people around them. That seems to be the best course of action that everybody is preaching. They're not necessarily restricting our ability to do business, nor are they, restricting people's ability to go to businesses now, except for maybe a few, procedural issues and rules and stuff. But there is still a strong recommendation from our city leaders and health partners and even the governor's office to stay home. So what we're doing and what we have been doing is taking care of those people who wish to do that. And by virtue of that fact, our retail store is busy, and we've kind of evolved a few things, within our retail business paradigm to accommodate people's needs, so to speak, without having to go to multiple different stores and what have you. So we've added a few things, and we continue to evolve a few things. I think the produce is new since the last time you and I spoke, and that's been kind of a fun little component to our business.
Yeah, I was in the retail store just recently, and I will tell you, I thought it was a very easy, comfortable shopping experience. I mean, the staff very helpful. You don't have to go in at all if you don't want to, or your curbside option is to call and you guys put the order together. Is that how that works? And then bring it out when people are there. You can browse online very easily to see what's in stock. So just starting on the beverage side, I mean that's my take on it.
Yeah, and I launched just this week, or was it last week? This week, or late last week, early this week, I launched an online store at jjswine.com for selling our produce and our meals to go. And I did that because it was just becoming too chaotic with people, emailing requests and all that kind of stuff. And right now what I'm doing is kicking the tires on incorporating all of our adult beverage inventory into the same online sales portal, so that you will be able to go to our website, place an order for, and then pay for it online, and then give us instructions on whether you want it picked up at curbside, or if you want to just stop in the store and pick it up yourself. So I've got a lot of tires to kick on it, so to speak. I've got a lot of bugs to work out because I'm a big fan of DIY, so I don't like to pay for things that I can certainly do myself. So I'm working through all the details myself and the minutia of it, but it's kind of fun. I'm a nerd, so I like doing nerd things on occasion. It takes my mind off the regular monotony of the day. And but we will be. I'm going to get it going, and I think it's going to be part of what we do moving forward, because I think that this is the condition, this is the state that we're in for a long period of time. And I've been on a couple of Zoom calls with some boards that I sit on, Ronald McDonald House Charities and the Teddy Bear Den, about alternative methods of fundraising and things that we're going to need to be doing over the next few weeks and months in order to maintain the viability of our charities. And doing things like what you and I are doing are going to be a large part of it. Doing things virtually are going to be a large part of it. But the common school of thought was that this is going to be a long time it's going to be a long time before we could put people in a large room together to raise money for various events and stuff. Mm-hmm. And as you well know, events are a huge part of our business. So we've spent a lot of time in the last 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks just kind of juggling shifts around and juggling schedules around and getting brides and corporate event partners and what have you rescheduled or postponed and so in doing that, we're planning on a lot longer period of upheaval than what we had originally planned on. But I think we're ready for it. I think it's going to be fun. I think that a lot of the innovation that we're providing with the JJ's Pantry component to our business, with doing fresh produce drops once a week, our meals to go has been wildly successful. We're actually looking at putting some investment money into expanding that program a little bit. It just all takes time, and demand, of course. So we're going to wait and see what the market wants and just kind of play it by ear from there.
There are a lot of you watching live, so thanks for that. Hi, everybody. I'd love to know who you are. I'm sure Tom would, too. I bet Tom's got some friends out there. So tell us who you are. If you've got some questions for Tom, or maybe you've got some things that you really like at JJ's. I know those to-go meals have been super popular, so maybe if you've tried those or if you've shopped the pantry, let us know what you like. Tom, what do you credit the success of those meals to? I mean, obviously they've got to just be really well done, first of all. But what's been popular?
Yeah, that's Tom Slattery, the boozy baker. I mean, what she did was she's been developing new recipes, but most of the core items that she's been doing is all stuff that she's been making me fat and happy with for the last 23 years. We just celebrated our 23rd wedding anniversary on Saturday. And so, they said, well, do we need to evolve into, doing some more healthy stuff? So we added a couple of salads and stuff, but she said, you know what, I make comfort food and I make it really well. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're going to focus on. So we're going to focus on that. We're going to kind of, change it up a little bit. The online ordering system is, well, it's still a work in progress. It's functional and it works quite well, actually. It gives you a little bit of a better opportunity to get your hands on something and give it a try, so you can pick it up and take it home. So.
Do you know what we're having this week? Because you've been rotating it too, and I think that's probably part of the appeal as well.
She has. I think that, yesterday I had people picking up her Southern style macaroni and cheese. I smoked a brisket, so we did brisket and cheesy potatoes. We did, what else did we do? We did our Cajun chicken, pasta, and then, what was the other one? Oh, tomorrow we're doing prime rib street tacos and crab cakes, and those actually crab cakes are sold out, but we're doing still got some of the prime rib street tacos left to sell because we only make a finite amount of product. She's the only one doing the cooking right now.
Right.
I help as much as I can with some of the smoked meats and stuff because that's fun. I like doing that, but it's her doing 99% of the work, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
So we'd like to allow it to a point where people can place an order, we can fill the order, and nobody misses out on an opportunity to try something. But right now we're not at that capacity, so we have to make as much as we can, sell it until it's gone, and then hopefully you get in line early the next week. So.
Got it. Why don't we talk a little bit about the pantry for people who maybe are not familiar with it? What will they find there?
In the pantry, we've got fresh produce. We're doing a public market every Tuesday and Wednesday now from 2 to 6 p.m. where we're going to have all of our fresh produce that people had pre-ordered, and picked up the previous day. I'm ordering extra. So what I'm using the pre-ordering system as a way to develop a bigger order so that we can make it worth our while to bring this much product in. And so people come pick up their goods, and then the public can shop this market in our event room in a socially distant capacity. There's a lot of space in there. And then we've got, just tons of different fresh fruits and vegetables that are all being sourced from a new friend of mine named Jackie with a company called Liberty Produce out of Kansas City. A lot of people have asked, why don't you use anybody local? Because there is no local vegetables that are ready to go right now. But as things locally become more ready for the market, then we will be sourcing a lot of stuff locally too. My friends Jeff and Nancy Kirstein from the Good Earth Farm, we're going to be bringing a lot of their goods in as they get into July, August, and September. So that is our plan to evolve this as we continue through this new paradigm shift in our business. That's how we plan to evolve this, is to add things like the fresh produce. But we've also got like dry pasta. We've got milk from Stensland Creamery. We're doing some meat products like brats and steaks and stuff from Uncle Ed's, hamburgers from Uncle Ed's. Susie Patrick over at Breadsmith. Susie and I have been friends for 20 years. She said, hey, why don't we sell you some bread and buns and stuff? So we've got 2 different types of bread that we're selling for her, plus brat buns and hamburger buns, both of which are sold out right now, so please don't rush down and get any. They make them fresh for us. We have another shipment coming on Friday morning to get ready for the weekend. So, okay. But it's growing. I mean, we're adding more things, daily that people are interested in: hand sanitizers, paper towels, toilet paper, that kind of stuff. So, it's pretty cool. It's fun. It's a good use of that space right now. Well, we can't have parties in there. And right. Then our bar is currently being utilized for our curbside to-go facilitation area. So, we run everything right out the garage doors that, onto the patio where you used to hang out. Well, that's where you pick up your curbside to-go now. So
one day we'll get back out to that patio. One day.
Okay, we will. We will. We're not in a hurry to do it. We want to make sure we do it right. We do it safe. But honestly, Jody, the reason why we're not going to blow the doors open right now and open up, because there are options for people to go to have a drink and that kind of stuff, and that's great. But we're busy in the retail store, and so we need to focus all of our resources and energy in that retail environment to make sure people are getting what they need to go home and do their thing their way. So.
On the adult beverage side, has anything been particularly popular here through the pandemic? What are Sioux Falls beverages of choice during the pandemic?
Honestly, it's still packages of convenience are kind of the hot things. People are really enjoying our pre-made cocktails that we do. All of our 3.0 cocktails that we made in the bar are available in take-home containers, sealed take-home containers, so you're not carrying an open container. You take it home and you're given instructions on how to prepare it so that you can enjoy it on your patio just like you would on our patio. Pre-mixed drinks like Jose Cuervo margaritas, the White Claw is huge right now. I mean, there's just we're busy across the board. Wine sales are actually starting to spike again, where we were kind of at a flat market with wine for a while there. Wine sales are starting to spike again. I'm enjoying selling wine again, which is really fun. If you can catch me at the store, I'm trying to spend less time there and more time, just staying away from people and letting my team do their job. And my team's been doing an excellent job of stepping up and doing what we need them to do. So.
Well, in your world, today's Wednesday, which means it's Whiskey Wednesday. So how have you been adapting and evolving some of those signature things that you do here?
Yeah, Whiskey Wednesday in particular, we've been doing all virtually through Zoom. I think this is our 7th edition of Whiskey Wednesday with Zach on Zoom and on Facebook Live. So what you do is you stop in the store, pick up your tasting kit, take it home, get it all set up, and then you get the Zoom meeting code and password, and then you dial into us, and then you engage us in conversation as we're tasting through all this stuff. It's pretty fun, and then we blast the whole thing out on Facebook Live, so people who don't want to purchase the package can still interact a little bit through Facebook comments and stuff, but really the focus is on the people who have paid for a tasting set. Then we do our live bottle raffle, where allocated items that we don't get a whole lot of, we draw tickets for those and give you an opportunity to purchase some pretty exclusive bottles and such. Tonight it's Craft Beer Week, so we're opening a bottle of Sam Adams Utopias from 2017. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's a pretty exclusive bottle of beer, basically, that's aged in whiskey barrels, and we get one bottle every 2 years, and so I've saved my last 2, so we saved the 2017. We're going to open that and taste that with the folks tonight. Only 20 people are able to participate in that component of this tasting because there's only 20 pours in the bottle, and then as part of the bottle raffle, we're going to raffle off our 2019 bottle, so one lucky purchaser will be able to get that bottle, which a lot of people are trying to get their hands on. So
have they stopped by the store to get their pour already today? Is that how that works?
Yeah, before 5:30. So by 5:30 we stop pouring tasting kits. As long as they get in by then and get their tasting kit, get the Zoom code, then they can jump in and join us live. And it's Zach's animal. He's taken this and just ran with it like crazy from when we were doing it in the 3.0 cocktail bar through these Zoom things. He's lining up all the tasting kits. He's lining up the talent that's going to be there to kind of demonstrate their products. Tonight we're featuring High West Whiskeys out of Utah. We have a guy by the name of Chris Furtado, I think is his name, who's with High West Distillery, who's going to be on the Zoom chat with us talking about his product. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We've had a lot of engaging conversations. Sometimes we stay on too late. Sometimes we cut it off early as soon as the bottle raffles are done, but either way, it's just a great way to connect and interact with customers that isn't across the counter with a mask on. So I think that's probably the most rewarding component of it, is that we can have face-to-face conversations with people like you and I are right now without having masks and 6 feet of distance in front of us. So
Yep. I popped into one of them. They're really fun, you guys. So if you're looking for something different to do, especially breaking up the middle of the week, it really is a neat deal. Any other ways that you're engaging customers virtually that you might want to talk about, or is even your events as you're trying to work through with those weddings, with the fundraisers? I mean, you guys are heading into one of your busier event seasons. How are things changing there?
They're changing by virtue of the fact that there's just not a whole lot going on. So we're just kind of in a holding pattern with a lot of our event activity, our nonprofit activity, just our activities that require gathering, even axes and nails. I mean, everybody knows that, or everybody who's interested, I should say, knows that we're relocating axes and nails over into a space in the building, in our sister building next door to us. And, and that's going to be ready to go probably in about 2 weeks. But we're probably not going to open until we're comfortable with the setting and the environment to make sure that we can do it responsibly and make sure nobody gets. That's the last thing anybody who owns a business like ours wants somebody to get sick on their watch. So we're going to do it the right way. We're going to take our time. We're going to be patient. But when we're ready to go, you're going to know it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're just going to keep trucking along. I don't know if you can hear, but Buffy's chewing on a bone behind me, and I'm hoping that's not annoying. But
she was wanted to make a guest appearance last time. I remember. You're welcome to turn the camera over or something so we can see.
Yeah,
kind of fun.
I don't know. She's right down there if you can see her.
Oh yes, there we go. There she is.
Yeah, she's my office buddy.
Quite
she
the
likes
life.
When I come in here. She actually comes. As soon as I'm done exercising, I'll come up and grab my coffee, and I'll come. And she sometimes beats me into the office, and when I don't come into the office right away, she'll come find me and basically drag me back into the office, because this is her quiet space.
Oh, that's great. I love it. You mentioned the not rushing to open, obviously, axes and nails, the bar. Do you have a sense of when you would like to get the cocktail lounge or that patio open, or are you just going to wait and see how things continue to roll along here?
The easy answer is wait and see. The working answer is after Memorial Day weekend. So we know that we're going to be busy retail-wise through Memorial Day and through Memorial Day weekend. Our plan right now, pending any further data that we might get from the powers that be, is to open that weekend after Memorial Day weekend, so that first weekend of June. And that'll be limited seating. We're not going to have any seats at the bar for the time being. Everything's going to be spaced out seating in the cocktail bar area, and then spaced out seating out on the patio with limited staff. So more than likely, you're going to be required to come up to the bar to get whatever it is that you want. Most people were doing that anyway, so it's not too far of a stretch. We'll offer a limited menu of food items that we're actually in the process of redeveloping a little bit. So it's going to be different, but the key is responsibly. We want to make sure we're doing it the right way. So we're just taking our time. We're not in a rush. And like I said, we're busy on the retail side because there's a lot of people that really want to just kind of hunker down and wait this out, and we want to make sure that their needs are taken care of first and foremost.
Great. Yeah, glad to hear that business is going well on that end for sure. Anything else that you want to add before I let you go?
I don't think so. I just want to appreciate. I want to express my appreciation to everybody who has, utilized our new components like the JJ's Pantry and the produce and everything like that. The folks who have jumped on those new items of our business have really enjoyed that aspect of it, and I've had a few people express some. Raised eyebrows saying, well, aren't you guys booze peddlers? It's like, why are you trying to get into this stuff? It's like, you know what? Because it's a totally different world. And, we're just kind of testing the waters with a few different things to see what works. And, we kind of hit a home run with the Boozy Bakery, and I think we're doing extremely well with the meals to go. And so it's naturally for us to progress in other components of retail, like produce and maybe meats, and we're trying to keep people engaged and keep them safe and keep them from having to go to too many different places to get the things they need. And we're working with other local purveyors, and that's the cool thing. sure, our produce company that we're working with is based out of Kansas City, but we are going to evolve that in working with local purveyors based on when their products are ready to come to market. Right now, we're just trying to establish a demand for it in our environment. So thank you. I guess that's where I wanted to leave this off. Was just say thanks to everybody for the support and thanks to everybody for the words of encouragement that I get on a regular basis. We gave away $3,000 worth of gift cards last week. I don't know if you heard about that one.
That's right.
Or not last week, but the week before that.
Yep.
We went out. We did a gift card push to help other local businesses. So we encouraged people to buy gift cards from us, and then I matched every dollar of gift cards that we sold that weekend, and then we gave all of those away in $225 and $250 gift card packages. And there was 16 very happy people that got just a stack of gift cards to a whole bunch of different local small businesses that are all mom and pop shops, just like Gene and I and mine. So that was fun. I really enjoyed doing that. It was a lot of money, but it was certainly worth it. We got a lot of goodwill off of it. I encourage other business owners to do other things within their community if they're having a little more success than their neighbors are right now. There are things that you can do, and if there are things you can do, this is the time to do it. So I encourage that, and I want to thank everybody for their support. So.
Absolutely. No, wonderful example that you guys are setting. Thanks for doing what you do. So glad that things are going well, and you're doing what entrepreneurs do. You're trying things, you're responding to the market, and give you a lot of credit for that. So we definitely will be checking in as things move along here. Happy to share once you get some of those milestones, the online shopping, and certainly the cocktail bar and the X's and Ales and whatever else you've got ready to go for us, because I know you're always thinking.
Yeah, whatever it is that we do, I guarantee it's going to be different. It's going to be innovative. It's going to be fun. We just need to, either get back to normal or redefine what normal is. That's kind of what I'm preaching to my team. Zach's been doing a great job of keeping everybody's morale up, and I guess I shouldn't hang this up without thanking them too, because they've been absolutely amazing during this whole COVID crisis, and everybody that works for us has stepped up and taken on new roles or evolved their role in some capacity in order to do different things, just to not only give them some purpose, but also give us a little bit of breathing room, because again, like I said, we're busy, and I'm trying not to be at work as much as I used to, just because I don't want to risk bringing anything home. We're trying to keep everybody spaced out and staffed accordingly, and if there's no reason for me to be there and I can do things like this and work remotely, that's what I'm going to do. So people know how to get a hold of me, that's for sure. Tom@jjswine.com, that's how you email me.
There you go. And I would say if the liquor cabinet, the wine cellar, if they're looking a little light, do make sure you check out JJ's, or even if you just want to try out a new cocktail or treat yourself to a Whiskey Wednesday, they'll take care of you, and they'll even help you stock your pantry now and take a meal to go. It's been fun to watch what they've been doing to reinvent things over there in the last couple months. So I'll let you get back to work, Tom. Thanks as always.
All right. Thanks, Jody.
Take care. Thanks you for joining us again. I think we're going to take tomorrow off from the videos because I agreed to moderate a discussion for an organization, so that's going to take a bit of my time, but we will be back on Friday with the 605 Made virtual market part 2. Part 1 was so successful, we sold out of nearly everything, so the makers have been back at it. We've got great new handmade merchandise for you to shop local. That's at noon on Friday. Should be a great time yet again. And as always, thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your week.